Join me as I do a galax fade for my customer. Good morning, guys. This is another day to remind you that barbing is not as difficult as people make it seem. So the first thing I did was to make sure that the hair was properly skinned. As you can see, I wanted to make sure that there was no hair on the skin area. The next thing I did was I opened my clipper all the way open and I went up by ½ inch up. It might not be looking like I'm going up by ½ inch up because I am really trying to manage the space. This is a high fade galax. This is a high fade galax. So I went up by ½ inch up. I closed my clipper all the way closed. I tapped on that ½ inch I created. That is what I am doing now. I opened my clipper a little bit. I tapped on that ½ inch I created. And I opened my clipper completely open. I tapped on that ½ inch I created. The first step I created, the ½ inch, that's what I'm blending on. The next thing I did was I was step 1. I opened my clipper all the way open and I went up by ½ inch. If you're a beginner, you cannot be going up by ½ inch. Go up by ¼ inch. I created an ½ inch up. I closed my clipper all the way closed. I tapped on that ½ inch. Mind you, some customers' hair are more difficult than every customer's hair. I opened my clipper a little bit. I tapped on that ½ inch that I created with my step 1. This customer hair is difficult to blend because of the type of hair he has. I opened my clipper all the way open, then I tapped on that ½ inch I created. You see now the hair is making sense. The next thing I did was I wore step half. Today I wore the black step half. I have it in orange and I have it in black. I closed my clipper all the way closed and I tapped on that ½ inch. I opened my clipper. The next thing I did was I opened my clipper all the way open and I used the edge of the clipper. If you do not understand this my video, there is a video of mine that I explained how I'm opening my clipper. I made a video at the side where I'm opening my clipper and explain it to you so you'll be able to understand. I'm using the edge of my clipper to make the line easy so it will be easily fade out. That is why I'm using the edge of my clipper. If you use the full blade, you can push hair up again. Do you understand? So this is still me. I'm trying to remove the hair because around the skin area because I wanted the hair to be extremely neat. The next thing I did was I was step 1.5. This is my orange step 1.5. I have it in black. I went up by ¼ inch. What I was actually doing was I'm removing the excess hair around that place because naturally if you notice, you will see that the hair level is not worth barbing with step 1.5, but it helps you remove some heavy hairs that would not make your hair properly blend. Then I wore my step 1. I pushed it up a little bit. Then I opened it all the way open. That is what I'm doing. I will close it by ½ inch. Then I will close it completely. That is what I'm doing. I pushed my step 1 a little bit up. Again, check other of my videos, you will see what I have done. I think my last 2 videos, you will see how I explained it and you will know that barbing is not as difficult as people make it seem. Please, the next thing I did was I wore back now my step 1.5. I barbed it forward. I went it down forward. Because somebody made a comment on my last post that I did not make a proper explanation about the barbing, and this is what I'm trying to do. You see the way I'm doing this my galax. I barbed it front and I came down again. I barbed it again. The thing is that when you're barbing galax, you will measure the hair by half. The half is at the middle part of the ear. If you barb the hair front, it will come down and barb it again. Down, you barb it front. You cannot barb it the same direction. because if you barb it the same direction, if you take it up, the one down, you would barb it up, the hair down will be very lower than the one up. That is why you see me, if I'm barbing one direction, I come and change the direction I'm using to barb the hair, because I'm trying as much as I can to make the both side equal, the hairs equal. I don't want to barb it in one direction, I am barbing it in two directions. That's what I am doing. I said again, this hair was not very easy. It's not a normal hair. It has a very strong and very, I don't know whether it's a coily hair, but his hair is like one. So that is why I'm taking my time to blend it in such a way. Do you understand? That is what I am doing. Please, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. All the thing I'm doing, I'm not doing it with any step on my clipper. I'm doing it without any step. I am not barbing it in the same direction. I am barbing them in different direction. I'll barb one side in a different direction, barb another one in a different direction. And again, if you are barbing a hair like if you're barbing a galax like this, you need to be careful at the mouth at the end, because majority of their customers like their mouth to be slim, like pencil, not very slim but slim enough. So you need to be very careful. If not, you will mess up the back. So the thing was that I looked at my hair, the hair I barbed him, I felt like it was not blended enough. So I went in with my step 1. I closed my clipper all the way close for me to be able to remove some excess hair that refused to go out. Sorry, my customer was really sleeping when I was barbing him, right? So when I was through with my step 1, I went in with my step half. I wanted this hair to be properly blended, like it should slip boom to the skin. That is what I wanted. So that is what I'm trying to do. And my customer was really sleeping, so I had to hold his hair. I'm bending down because I don't want to wake him up. He's very tired, so I have to hold his hair to be able to barb him. My customer suffered me today, but anyways, it was worth it because he was really happy. If this is the first time you're subscribing to my YouTube, you're coming across my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch the whole of my videos. We tend to learn every day. You ask me questions, I will be willing to answer you. Yeah, we don't pay for haircut. Haircut is definitely free. If you want to learn how to make dreadlock, I am still the person for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my videos. Bye.